It has to have a shape to it. It kind of a curve. Because very rarely in one of my sculptures will something straight and flat fit in there. Little this kind of stuff, tractor seats, and I like it because it's got a, a curve to it, and it's easy to fit that into something. And then if it's got paint on it, even better, because it looks like it's been aged, and you recognize it right away. You know that was a tractor seat, but yet it could be a horse's hip or a jaw or something. My name is John Lopez. We're at the Kokomo in Lemmon, South Dakota, and I'm a welder, sculptor, artist. I usually have about 20 different projects going at one time. The Kokomo was an old bar. It was one of those places, a hangout, that everyone in town knew about. And then it was abandoned at a certain point, and I renovated it and turned it into an art gallery.
Some people haven't heard of him, and then when they see some of the things he's done, they're just amazed. He was always very creative.
This works so well for the fur.
And then when he went to college for commercial art, and the teacher wanted him to experience sculpting, so he did a sculpture, and that's when he decided to be a sculptor. Well, every summer when the Nigerian artists come, they bring new art. They love it here. They love the Western culture, and they always bring art pieces that would appeal to people in this area.
Well, my name is Dotun Bukwola.
My name is Jonathan Imafidor, and I'm from Edo State, Nigeria.
I have been coming to Lemmon for the past 5 years now.
This is my 4th year in Lemmon.
I'm an artist, I'm a painter, and also a sculptor. 6 years ago, I finished my master's degree from one of the most beautiful universities in Africa, in Nigeria precisely. After my graduation, I was not satisfied with what I have learned. So I got to the internet to search for someone who can mentor me. Then I went on Pinterest. Then I Googled best sculptors in the United States. Then I saw a lot of works, but John's metal sculpture popped up, and that really captured my, got into me clearly.
Yeah, my first impression was like, does this guy exist?
Then I sent him an email. Hi John, can I come and learn how to weld from you?
Like, this is really insane.
It was just 3 minutes after the mail, he replied, sure, you're welcome.
I've seen a lot of sculpture artists, a lot of sculptors, and I've seen what they do, but he is a different breed.
And that day, I knew that something great is about to happen to me.
And then when he came to Lemmon, and John said, hey, next year, we might want you to paint a mural for us, and then if you have a friend, you can bring it. And then he called me, hey, you think you can make it to the US with me next year? I said, why not? What am I doing here? So
When they started doing this mural, we kind of had this layout. I had a thing I wanted them to copy this. The cows are coming up out of this creek, and then as they come up out of the creek, they get closer and closer, and they're going to go through the high pole gate. And Ed Lemmon's on his horse, and he's standing there as kind of like the boss. He's like they're coming through the gate. He's not really going to do anything, but he's just overseeing. We've been going on Google and finding pictures of longhorns that are doing what we want. So, come back from a branding one day and there's a Holstein and a Watusi, and I'm just like, no, that one's got to go, that one's got to go, that's it. I'm going to be the laughing stock of Lemmon. People come and they're just like, what the hell, you know? And I said, nah, all cows are the same. And Dotu's like, oh? And I'm like, no, I pick the cow.
Yeah.
You don't just make the choice. I have to pick it.
For you to use junks to mimic forms, and it looks exactly the way the animal is, it's not an easy feat.
Well, he has been around livestock all his life.
So all those details, all those little details, those little measurements, making it look perfect, exactly it is.
And he knows all the proportions of animals, and especially horses.
To the extent if you take a picture of his works and make it in silhouette, you won't know it's a sculpture, you think it's a real animal.
And you're always chasing that, and it's a peacefulness too, where time doesn't matter. You're just creating something, and time just. I think the reason I chose Lemmon as my home base is because my family is here. And it's familiar to me. I like being surrounded by my family and having them stop in and be a part of what I'm doing. My mom comes into the Kokomo every day and greets people and tells the stories behind the sculptures. And that is huge.
The buffalo heads fighting, and then the two opponents.
And I think when people come and they want to experience John Lopez, this is where I was first inspired. This is where I gather all my scrap metal. All the farmers and ranchers in this area have piles of scrap metal, so I can gather stuff from them. So they're a part of it too. The community is a part of it too, whether they know it or not. So when they come and look at these sculptures, they're looking at their stuff that their grandfather or their grandmother once used to work the land. At a certain point, when I'm really into the sculpting and into the welding, it's, you know, there's a euphoria, and you're in the moment, and you're just going for it, and it's like a feeling of a high feeling that you're creating something that's never been created before. That kind of thing.
This year, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to introduce to you a cowboy, a horseman, a cattleman,